Hi guys, yes, so it's December 2022 already and 2022 has been packed with a lot of entertainment and action, and as we do every month, we give you a rundown of the major stories that happened in the previous month. So this time around, let's go back to November and find out the most interesting things that happened from the first days to the final days of November. Hello everyone, welcome to Free World TV, and on this channel we give you the mix of the biggest stories from across the entertainment and political scenes of the period and feature information that you should know. In this clip we're sharing the biggest stories in the month of November with you. Now let's talk about the biggest stories in the month of November 2022. Within 24 hours of becoming governor of Osun State, Senator Adedamola Adeleke did not stop dancing but took firm and stern decisions. Chief amongst them is the sack of 12,000 workers, dethronement of 3 monarchs, and nullifying the appointment of 30 permanent secretaries. The governor also suspended the chairman and members of Osun State Independent Electoral Commission (OSIEC). The affected monarchs including Akinrun of Ikirun, Oba Yunusa Akadiri, Are of Ire, Oba Ademola Oluponle, and Owa of Igbajo, Oba Gboyega Famodun, were also ordered to vacate the palace. This was in line with an executive order reversing all decisions made by his predecessor, Gboyega Oyetola, from July 17, 2022. Now, the big bite here is, for those of you who refer to the state as State of Osun, Governor Adeleke won't be having it as he has ordered a reversal of nomenclature to Osun State. Well, there's a lot of drama in Osun State, and I can bet you that all eyes are on the state to see if Governor Adeleke will govern as well as he dances. Another story was in neighboring Ekiti State, where they had their own fair share of political drama this month, as Governor Biodun Oyebanji, who has barely spent 6 weeks, has had to work with 3 speakers under different circumstances. Well, the big sequence of events is as follows. Honorable Gboyega Aribishogun was on the 15th of November elected as the new Speaker, Ekiti State House of Assembly, to succeed Right Honorable Fuminiyi Afuye, who passed on in October. He defeated the Chief Whip of the Assembly, Honorable Bumi Adelugba from Emure, by 15 to 10 votes to emerge winner. However, less than 24 hours after Aribishogun's emergence, the House was shut following reports that some hoodlums wanted to attack the House. However, some lawmakers entered the House of Assembly at around 6 a.m. and impeached Gboyega Aribishogun. They then elected Olubumi Adelugba as the new Speaker. What was Aribishogun's sin? Well, according to the lawmakers, Aribishogun's impeachment was on the alleged basis of blocking the passage of the 2022 Supplementary Appropriation Bill. Now, that has generated a lot of ripples as Aribishogun has vowed to go to court to challenge his impeachment. To provide some bit of validity for his case, no less than 6 senior advocates of Nigeria, including Are Afe Babalola, Wole Olanipekun, Femi Falana, wrote a long-form analysis criticizing the mode of Aribishogun's removal. Now, away from state stories to things happening at the upper level. President Muhammadu Buhari earlier this month flagged off the Kolmani Integrated Development Project (KIPRO), situated at the boundary of Bauchi and Gombe states. The first phase of this project is expected to entail an in-site oil refinery with a capacity of up to 120 barrels per day, a gas processing plant of up to 500 million standard cubic feet per day, a power plant of up to 300 megawatt capacity, and a fertilizer plant of 2,500 tons per day. Now the question is, finding oil in the northern part of the country, is that a blessing or a curse? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Now to some disturbing news by the supposed mother of the nation, Aisha Buhari. There is growing outrage across social media in Nigeria after a university student was arrested and charged with defaming President Muhammadu Buhari's wife on Twitter. Prosecutors alleged in the charge sheet that Aminu Adamu Muhammad posted a picture of Aisha Buhari and wrote in the Hausa language words that roughly translated to, "Aisha Buhari is feeding fat on the masses." The prosecution accused the 23-year-old of spreading false information. Muhammad could be sentenced to a maximum of 2 years in prison if convicted. Now, we do not know if Muhammad lied, but one wonders why the First Lady has suddenly grown intolerant of criticism. Abi, Madam First Lady, is it guilty conscience or there is more than meets the eye? Now let's talk about the happenings around the EFCC chairman, Mr. Abdulrasheed Bawa, who landed in jail in November. An Abuja High Court sitting in Maitama ordered the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Mr. Abdulrasheed Bawa, be remanded in prison custody following alleged disobedience to a valid court order. The court, in a ruling delivered by Justice Chizoba Oji, found the EFCC boss guilty of contempt of court after it was disclosed that he declined to return a Range Rover Sport supercharged vehicle valued at 40 million naira, which the anti-graft agency seized from a former director of operations at the Nigerian Air Force NAF AVM, Rufus Adeniyi Ojuawo. Moving to national politics, controversies around Tinubu. Well, if there's one man that has been fraught with controversies in the month of November, it is definitely the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu. Tinubu has been accused of a number of things this month that includes several public address gaffes, the most popular being the God Bless PDAPC that has now become a skit. God bless PDAPC. There has also been controversies around the educational qualifications of the former governor of Lagos State. Well, in the last days of November, there was a viral picture of the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, in talks with the United States President Joe Biden at the White House. However, the APC has dismissed the viral photograph, saying it was the latest attempt in a series of misinformation being dished out by the political opposition. In a statement issued by Director of Media and Publicity for the APC Campaign Council, Bayo Ononuga, the council accused supporters of Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi of coming up with a picture. Just before we go into sports, here's to let you know that your kids may end up being taught in Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa or any other local language, as the federal government has approved a national language policy for use in all primary schools across the country. Minister of Education Adamu Adamu disclosed this to State House correspondents at the end of the council's meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja. Adamu said, "One of the highlights is that the government has agreed now that henceforth, institution in primary schools, the first 6 years of learning will be in the mother tongue." According to the minister, the decision is only in principle for now because it will require a lot of work to implement it. Now let's dash into sports. The biggest football competition is on. That's the World Cup in Qatar. However, there is perhaps bigger news. Manchester United have announced that Cristiano Ronaldo has left the club with immediate effect. The announcement came as a result of the 37-year-old's two-part interview with Piers Morgan on Talk TV 2 weeks ago. What's next for Ronaldo? Some say he's headed to Saudi for a £200 million deal. Should he take it or look away? Can Ronaldo still play top-flight football? On the entertainment front, on the 19th of this month, famous Nigerian disc jockey and producer Florence Ifeoluwa Otedola, popularly known as DJ Cuppy, was engaged to by her British boyfriend and professional boxer Ryan Taylor. In a trending video shared on Instagram, the billionaire daughter was seen proposed to in the presence of her best friends at Gumball Award Night in Abu Dhabi. Still talking about relationships, popular Nollywood actress Rita Dominic wedded Fidelis Anosike at Selby Abbey, North Yorkshire, in the simple yet fancy wedding which took place at the Abbey, which is believed to be over 900 years old. Rita's husband, Fidelis, is the chairman, board of directors, Folio Group, owners of the Daily Times, Nigeria's oldest newspaper. Congrats to Rita Dominic. But it's not all rosy on the entertainment sphere. Popular Nigerian gospel singer Sammy Okposo is dead at the age of 51 years old. Multiple media reported that the veteran singer was said to have slumped and died in his home. Okposo stirred public reactions in January when he apologized to his wife, Ozioma, after cheating on her with another woman in the United States. Following the scandal, he took time off his ministry in order to retrace his step with God. Born in May 1971, the late Okposo was a music producer and psalmist. And earlier in the month of November too, a notorious Instagram influencer from Nigeria was sentenced to jail for more than 11 years in the US for his role in an international fraud syndicate. Hush Puppy, whose real name is Ramon Abbas, was also ordered to pay over $1.7 million in restitution to 2 victims. I'm sure you must have seen the previous video detailing Hush Puppy's fall from grace to grass. Rapper Kanye West and reality TV star Kim Kardashian have struck a divorce settlement, which the former is expected to pay as much as $200,000 in child support. Coming 2 years after they separated, the divorce agreement includes joint legal and physical custody of their shared children, Northwest, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. Reports by US outlet E-News indicated that both will contribute 50% each in covering their children's medical, security, and educational expenses, while the couple's properties will be shared according to their prenuptial agreement. While the document has not been signed by a judge, the agreement shows considerable progress in the proceedings, which was filed by Kim in February 2022. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification button so you don't miss future submissions.